my sewing friends. This is Friday Sews. I'm Jen and this is my sewing room, and I'm really glad you stopped by. Thanks for doing that and just kind of hanging out with me for a little while and talk about sewing and life and, last week and the weekend ahead. I have a lot to tell you about. Oh, good gracious, the things I have to tell you. Well, I have had quite a week. Let me start with life, and then I'll quickly move on into the sewing. Life. Okay, Sunday last week was a very bad day. Christmas drama, the plans for what we're doing. And I went to a lot of trouble to put a plan together where we could all be together, and they kind of all threw it out the window during a Zoom call. So we were all going to be split up, but I took the day and I just thought, okay, I can't do anything about this. And I really want to be with my parents because my parents are in their 80s and, I may not have a whole lot of Christmases with them in the future. So I just wanted to make sure I saw them. So I really couldn't believe that then on Monday morning when I woke up, I was happy and I felt like this huge weight had fallen off my shoulders. It was amazing. I thought, why am I so happy? Have I just had a lot of coffee or something? I felt so relieved. And I thought, it's not my problem now as to how everybody's going to manage Christmas. It's going to be really nice. It's just going to be the four of us. At least it was until about 24 hours ago when another change happened, which I think is going to have a domino effect. So whatever, I don't know. They're all on their own. I don't know. So that has been life this week. Yes. I wasn't going to put up the Christmas tree because I was kind of bummed out just on Sunday. It was just a really bad day. But by about Tuesday morning, I thought, you know what? I think I will put it up. And I did. The one thing I couldn't find was my little sewing machine. I have a little black Singer ornament and I couldn't find it. I thought, oh my gosh, panic. I can't find it. But I didn't even panic over that, It's just been really good. Okay, so sewing. Well, I went and I needed to get some fabric at Hobby Lobby. I wanted to make stockings for me and Mark and Mom and Dad. I picked up some fleece there, which this just feels like velour. Actually, it feels divine. You can kind of get a sense. It's just like a brushed, almost like a velvet, but it's all polyester and it just feels so nice. It's so soft. So I cut out stockings and I went to embroider them. These are going to look just like the ones that I did for all of us, but they're going to say Mom, Dad, Jen, and Mark. And so I embroidered them right here, and I was practicing today, and that machine, I would not suggest that you buy a FAP 7570 right there to do embroidery, because this is why I don't do a lot of embroidery. It's because it's such a hassle, because that is not intuitive. That machine, it's not intuitive when you go to do embroidery. It's a very complicated process, and I have made friends with my manual and gone page by page because I don't do embroidery very often. If I did it more often, I would probably have a better handle on how to do this, but pretty much all I've ever done, I've done things when the girls were little. I embroidered their clothes and stuff, but all I wanted to put was Mom on this, and man, it was just such a hassle. And part of the reason I had so much trouble was because on the shank of my machine I was missing a screw, and I took apart my whole little rolling cart here that's got a lot of little things on it, and I ended up completely reorganizing the entire thing, but I didn't find the screw. So I went over to Home Depot and I was able to find a screw that fits. And because I was there, I picked up some more of these pattern weights. These are just heavy washers. They're 49 cents each, and I got 8. I had been meaning to do that for forever. And so, I was already there, so I did that. So it was nice. Check that off on the brain. And I had to go to Walmart because I had a project that I am starting to work on, which I will tell you about. But while I was there, I've been wanting to get an iron rest, a silicone iron rest for my ironing board, so I don't have to reach quite as far because, you know, it's another 12 inches that I've got to reach on my iron to put it on the base. And seriously, Jen, but, you know, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to only have to just put it down because it won't stand up. You can't just stand it up. You have to put it down. And I have been trying to find a silicone iron rest, and I couldn't find anything. And then I thought, you know what? I've seen those racks for Instant Pots. I have an Instant Pot, and I don't have a lot of accessories for it, but I know those accessories are made from silicone so they can take the heat and the pressure. So since I was at Walmart doing some other stuff, I picked up this. Not wild about the orange color in here, but you know, this room is such a mishmash that I'm starting to not even care. So this is a silicone roasting rack. It was about $13, I think, maybe $12. And I think it's gonna work great. So problem solved, gotta love it when that happens. Well, the other stuff that I was doing at Walmart was because sometimes your brain takes a vacation. So I was in Hobby Lobby getting that stocking fabric and some other stuff, and I walked by the fall clearance section. It was 50% off, and I thought, ooh, and I just kind of cursory glance, you know, and I was glad I did because I saw this gorgeous stretch velvet. Oh my gosh, I can see this on the camera, and it's really this pretty. It really is. So got a lot of stretch it's a 4-way stretch. It's a polyester lycra, so it stretches a lot like that and a fair amount that way too. So I went ahead and cut out the pattern. I'm using McCall's 7871, and I'm going to make view B, which is the black one. And here are the line drawings. I have made this before, and I really like it. So I went to cut it out, and I got it all done, and it was kind of a pain, but I got it done. And then I thought, you know, I think I'm going to go online and just kind of check around and check YouTube to see if anybody has done any quick tips on sewing stretch velvet, thinking, you know, I kind of know what I'm doing, but it never hurts to refresh your memory. So I went to Professor Pincushion because her channel is just the absolute treasure trove of every resource for cutting and sewing every fabric known to man. Every technique, oh my gosh, so helpful. So the first thing she starts talking about is nap. And I thought, oh yeah, okay, I knew that. And then she went on to several other things. And I thought, okay, yeah, refreshers, but it's good to know those things. And then I started thinking about nap. And I thought, oh no, did I cut all of that stuff the same direction? Because, you know, when I look at a cutting layout, I just look at it like it's a friendly suggestion, not really a hard, fast rule. Oh my gosh, I decided to check. And okay, right here, I pinned up the back, and it's beautiful, isn't it? The nap is going up. And if you look at this next to it, the nap is going down. Yes, it's very shimmery. Well, that just won't do. So I went through each pattern piece, and I figured out that I have more pattern pieces that are like this one than not. But this front piece needed to be recut, as well as all the side pieces. So I was back at Hobby Lobby this morning. That's why I went out. I needed thread at Walmart, so I picked those up. And then I wanted to get a ballpoint needle. Believe it or not, I had a lot of universal needles, but I didn't have any ballpoint machine needles. So these are from Singer. And they were like a little less than $3, which is a pretty good deal. And so I'm going to use those. And so I went to get more fabric, and I thought I just need about 1.25 yards, and that'll be fine. And then I also wanted some lining fabric, which I ended up getting this. But I went looking for the velvet, and I couldn't find it. And I thought, oh man, it's gone. Which of course it's gone because it was on clearance. So I went over and I found this remnant. And this is 34 inches, and I needed a yard and a quarter, which is 36 plus 9. What is that? What is that? 5 times 9, 45 inches. And this is 34. So this is 9 inches less than what I need. Well, I had lengthened the dress by about 3 inches. And I think, I don't know, I'm going to really try and get the front piece out of this. Now this is 60 wide, so there's plenty for the other pieces that I need to recut. And if I run out of room, I can always use this to recut some of those because they're much smaller, and there's plenty of this front left. So lesson learned. Boy, we all make these mistakes, don't we? I just, if this isn't enough, then I can always go to another Hobby Lobby, but I don't know. We'll see if I can get it out of this much, and hopefully I can. And now I know not to, get ahead of myself. So worried about cutting it out that I just didn't pay attention. So anyway, yeah, so there's that. I did sew a gift for my mom. Now I'm going to tell my mom, don't watch this week's Friday Sews because I'm talking about a gift for you. It's just a little apron. This is from an old Butterick pattern that I think is even still in the books, to be honest. And it's just a little half apron. And it's got a little flounce. And I had this fabric in my stash. It is, you can tell there are aprons all over it. And I thought, oh, that'd just be a fun little gift for my mom. So this is just quilting cotton. And I put piping on the bottom. You can see where the flounce attaches. And it's just a flounce. It's not gathered at all. And then I had this polka dot that I thought would make a cute pocket and waistband and ties. And more piping around. And I was just so pleased with the way it came out. Quilting cotton will do whatever you ask of it, pretty much. And this was one of those things where, sometimes you just want to make something that turns out really cute and is just perfect. And I don't think I tore out one seam on this, which is unheard of for me. It's like, oh my gosh, either hell has frozen over or Jesus is in the air. One of the two. Are your feet feeling a little chilly? Because that could be why. I have ordered fabric, and I will have some fabric to show you, but I got some in the mail day before yesterday. And it's for my Christmas dress, and it's this, I got it at Amazon. It came from fabric.com, and it's just a poly lycra kind of 4-way stretch, but it's red with white polka dots. And they're all the same size dot, but they're in a very scattery kind of pattern. It's not uniform at all. So I think that is going to be so cute. I'm going to use Butterick 6411. Just a little knit dress to pull over my head. And I think that's going to be perfect. So I'm kind of excited to get going on that. I did get several other things cut out. It's got to go in the washer. I got a caftan cut out. I got a maxi dress cut out. I got a collaboration dress cut out that I'm doing with Kristen at the Dahlia Society. I love her. She is so wonderful. And I tell you what, are you watching her? Because if you're not, what exactly are you doing with your life? Really? She is just her personality is just one of those kinds of personalities that you just think, I want to be around you all the time because you're so positive and you're so uplifting and you just are so encouraging. And she is the absolute expert when it comes to independent pattern companies. She knows her stuff. And so anyway, she and I are going to do this collaboration. I am really excited about it. It should be next week sometime. And so I cut that dress out. Got the fabric for that online. It's a crepe. It's really pretty. I'll show it to you during the when I talk about the collab. And I think that's about all the stuff I got cut out. So that was all the sewing. The only other thing I sewed this week was a cover for my bread machine and a cover for my Instant Pot because I needed to go put those away from Thanksgiving, and I was just tired of the way that bread machine has gotten knocked around. It's starting to look kind of, dinged up, And I thought, so I cleaned it, and I thought I should just make a cover for this so that, you know, the dust doesn't get to it, because I keep that stuff in the garage because I don't have pantry space, but I do have great shelving in my garage. So anyway, so yeah, I did that. And my KitchenAid is out right now. I got so frustrated with this embroidery stuff that I thought, all right, I can't deal with it. I've got to go. I'll just go make some cookies. I want to eat some cookies anyway. So I made shortbread cookies, which I found out, if you want fabulous shortbread, the key is to let the dough dry out. That's how they do it in Scotland, apparently, and they make the absolute most delicious shortbread ever. These cookies are called butterballs. Who knows why? All they are is butter, flour, sugar, brown sugar, and a little bit of vanilla, and that's it. And I think they're going to be amazing. So they're in there on cookie sheets, drying. So yeah, I have a lot of sewing to do because I want to get this this dress done for a party for Saturday night for my husband's work. It's a Christmas party. So I really want to get that done. And I know I've done it before, so I know it's going to go together quickly once I get it cut out properly. Oh, I can't believe I did that. So let me know how your week went. Let me know what your plans are for the weekend, and have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to do a little bit of a search on hashtag fridaysews. There are some people that are picking it up and doing them. Plus, there's a whole lot of Vlogmas going on. And I don't know about you, but in my YouTube feed, it is all the Brits, which is, it's just so great that everybody's doing Vlogmas. Whitney at Tomcat Stitchery is doing it, and so she's here in the U.S., and I don't know that anybody else in the U.S. is doing it, but a whole lot of Brits. So it's kind of fun. So check that out. Okay, that's it for now for me, and I will see you next time. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.